So I'm sure you already heard, but despite the movie being 90-something% done, Batgirl has been canceled because the movie is so bad that they don't even want to release it. They spent almost $100 million on this movie, by the way. Reports are saying $70 million, but from what I'm hearing, it was actually around $100 million. And the movie is so bad with test audiences, they're just not going to put it out. That's really bad. But when you put the message before the movie, this is what usually happens. So they don't even want to release this. Tax write-offs, putting it out, they figure it's so bad and so horrible that just putting it out will do so much damage, they're not going to release it. I promise you this movie will release eventually through a leak. Someone will leak it out. And it'll end up being kind of like, I don't know how many of you know this, but there's an awful Fantastic Four movie out there that's really cheap and got fully made but never released. And then eventually someone released it and it's available through piracy. That's probably what's going to happen with this movie eventually. It'll be this almost finished movie with half CGI in some scenes. But for now, you're not going to see it. And that's a good thing. A good thing. I got a lot I want to go over here, including what I think is going to happen with some other DC movies. But let's go through the plot. Because we have plot details revealed after the cancellation. And according to Viewer Anon, Michael Keaton Batman only would have been in 5 scenes. And he wouldn't even have been a mentor. What's dumb about this is this was seen by a lot of people as the fill-in for Batman Beyond, which is dumb. The movie Batman Beyond should just happen. Michael Keaton is at the right age. It's stupid not to do that movie. I'm sure you could get Tim Burton to come back with a little bit of cash. You could do like a really nice send-off to Batman and Batman Returns. But instead, they wanted to do this, and we know how that played out. He only had 5 scenes in Batgirl. He didn't train Barbara. She dressed up as Batman for a Halloween party, stopped some terrorists, and then tweaked the costume to be a superhero. Keaton, as Batman, is only seen in 2 scenes. He meets Barbara twice in costume, first in the street telling her not to do this, then in one of those big Tim Burton-y towers where he helps her with something she needs. The last scene of the movie was them teaming up and diving off of a gargoyle to fly around Gotham. Brendan Fraser was supposed to play the villain Firefly, where the plot would have involved his character getting fired from his job, where he would lose his health insurance and would not be able to help his sick wife, where he would turn to a life of crime. Everyone liked him. Fraser consistently pointed to as the high point by all of my sources. Firefly gets fired from his job and his health insurance is canceled, and he wants to help his wife. Killer Moth is in the movie as well, and he is a terrorist trying to kill Bruce Wayne. And that's the movie. That is the movie. I thought that this costume looked awful. It looks like a cheap Party City suit. And I think it's shit like this that helped push this movie to being canceled. And of course, people are freaking out. I watched Young Ripa's video, and he said the 3 people on Twitter that are going to be upset by this don't matter, and he's right. Because nobody cared about this movie. This movie was stupid. The direction of the DCEU, now I wonder if that's going to even happen. And I'll get into that in a second, but let's go over some salt. Michael Patterson. They took both of them from us this year, and I will never forgive them. There's more. Is screenwriter, by the way. What Culture? CW Spiral. Fan-sided. Yeah, you're a real fan. Matt Ramos, this role would have been life-changing for Leslie Grace. She deserves better. Oh, I'm sorry. The studios are in the business of making money. Just saying. And then we've got this. Batgirl cancellation sparks fear over more upcoming DC movies' fates. And I say cancel them all. Because most of them are shit. Blue Beetle, Black Canary, get rid of them. How do we have a Black Canary movie before another Superman movie? So, I think they're cleaning house. And I think they might be shifting back into something else. And I'm not saying Snyderverse. I think some of the cast of the Snyderverse might be brought back because of what's going on. They brought Ben Affleck back to do a scene in Aquaman 2. Now, this is pretty significant to me because this makes me wonder if they're trying to get him to come back for more stuff and maybe be the main DCEU timeline Batman again. What do you do about Flashpoint? Flashpoint involved the original plans, and you got that mess that is Ezra Miller. But I've already talked about this in a video. The test screenings, by the way, which were awful for Batgirl, despite changes, which is one of the main reasons why it's canceled. Plus, the new guy that's in charge wants to go in a different direction. But in the Flashpoint movie, Zod goes back in time, kills Henry Cavill Superman. And that's why Supergirl here becomes the new replacement Superman in the main timeline. And it was originally going to be her, Batgirl, and Wonder Woman as the main Trinity. An all-female Trinity. Well, it seems like maybe the guy in charge doesn't like these tokenized ideas because that's stupid. Why would you do that? Everyone wants Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. It can work. Just Zack Snyder wasn't very good at it, in my opinion. I don't think his movies are that good. I know there's a little bit of a cult following out there, but I'm just telling you my opinion, and I'm not the only one that feels that way. So maybe I wonder, will they cancel this movie? Now, a lot of people are saying it won't happen, but they're already willing to set $100 million on the table and shelve that movie. Why not shelve this movie and bring back Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck and do your Joker movies and then have the main timeline and just let them do cameos in people's movies? Would make sense. Make more sense than this shit where you're killing off Superman to prop up Supergirl. No one cares about Supergirl. Especially this version. Who the hell is this? They give her an awful costume, too. She looks awful from what I've seen, and I've put that on thumbnails. She's an awful-looking Supergirl. So I'm hoping that maybe something will happen here because no one likes Ezra Miller as the Flash. No one likes Ezra Miller. He's a mess. And get rid of this Supergirl. So I wonder if they'll do that. I guess we'll see. People are questioning it. Ezra Miller's the Flash. Question my fans after Batgirl cancellation. Will you cancel it? Michael Keaton, it's been 30 years since I played Batman, and I'm delighted to finally reprise the role in Batgirl. WB Lowell, no, sorry, pal. Oh, shame. Still catch me as Bruce Wayne, Batman, and the long-awaited The Flash. WB, Michael, can we have a word? I like Michael Keaton Batman, but after the initial announcement, and I was excited to see it again, and that was through eyes of nostalgia. I'd rather just leave that character alone so they can't mess him up in any way, and just bring back Ben Affleck for your universe. And I know a lot of people don't like him, but I thought he did a good job in what he was given, and he looks good in the suit. And I think, with some good material, maybe he can do better. I'd rather bring him back and just leave Tim Burton Batman alone. We got two great movies. Let's just leave it at that. and get rid of this trash movie that's going to just upset everything. That's my thoughts on it. But very hilarious that this movie is canceled. I think it's great. And I hope they cancel the DCEU that they have planned out, because it's a freaking trash fire that's designed to make people on woke Twitter happy. That's not how you make money. Ask Marvel. They've already lost billions. I did a video on that yesterday. Go watch it. See how that's working out for them. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.